A number of free sports activities on offer in Manchester, which will help on both the boredom and financial fronts. Jeff Thompson joins me now, founder of the Youth Charter. You must be delighted at this news, Jeff.
I'm always delighted when there's something to keep them off the streets and giving them something to do. I think, however, it's still a lot more difficult than it should be. We've accepted for years now, and part of the work that I've been doing is to say if we can get them off the streets, we give them something to do and someone to show them. It's been at the very heart of the Youth Charter message. However, as I drive around, there are still lots of young people on the streets with nothing to do, and taking a lot of stuff and doing a lot of stuff. And I think we need to communicate better, make more facilities available, and get this multi-agency effort we keep talking about more active.
So these things that are being advertised and publicised very highly by the various boroughs must come as welcome news to you?
They are welcomed, but like Manchester's anti-gang strategy, I'd like it to be as coordinated as we do in trying to prevent all the negative aspects of young people's behaviour at the very preventative end. And I do not think they're working more effectively or cohesively in making that happen. Bottom line is, they've got to be able to go into facilities, and like you do in museums, why can't they walk into leisure facilities? And as a result, any sporting facility in this Greater Manchester should be available to them.
And so are you saying then that it isn't available to them because there aren't enough of them, or because the availability is not publicised? Where does the fault lie?
It needs to be publicised more. That's clearly evident. The facilities need to be communicated better. Young people can't just get used to them over the 6 weeks holiday. They've got to be used to this as part of their everyday culture. It can't just be for the 6 weeks we want them to behave, and then for the rest of the holiday we want them to do what they've got to do. But after the second week of the summer holidays, they're now bored. And once they get bored, that's when we've got to start looking to ourselves and what might well be happening in our communities. So let's get them off the streets, give them something to do. And you know, it's about engaging them as well. We expect them to come to us. We've got to go to them. And it's just having that halfway house. We've got an Olympics in a few days' time. Why aren't we using that to engage? Why aren't we using that to motivate? Why aren't we using that to inspire?
Did the Commonwealth Games engage and motivate and inspire when it happened here in Manchester and it was right on our doorstep?
Yes, it did.
Did that inspire the kids?
I mean, we had 1,000 kids from all over the country come to Manchester for the Commonwealth Games who shouldn't or wouldn't be allowed a ticket. And you know, it was inspiring. And we had volunteers who weren't paid, and it really did send back out a legacy that was social and cultural. I think what it needs to be given is its rightful place in the pecking order of things.
And why isn't it, do you think? Because everybody wants to be seen to be doing the right thing, even if it's only for political gain on their part. Why aren't they doing it? Because there's still so much positive stuff that could come out of this.
The simplest things are the most difficult. And I found in the many years of trying to campaign and lobby, when I actually asked kids what they wanted, they said, we just want to go somewhere where we can enjoy ourselves.
Fair
and
enough.
Hence the campaign, get them off the streets. We have them for museums, we have them for the arts, let's have it for sport. And then you can address education attainment, then you can address obesity. Oh no, not allowed to call them obese anymore, overweight. But you can address all the wider social impact. And let's not congest the charges, because if we can have all those benefits as a result of congestion charge, I'd like to see this effort actually bring out a benefit in just getting them off the streets.
Well, if you campaign as passionately for the next few years as you have done for the last, they'll get what they need. Jeff, thanks for your time. Time now for some sports of the more physical kind rather than the talked about kind. Here's Jamie.
Thank you, Andy. Cricket first, and as expected, Kevin Pietersen has been